Well, if you try suicide, apparently all you do is get on Freddie's. Well, you'll see. Don't try suicide. Next on Crown Jewels. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to PLD Project's Crown Jewels. I'm your host, PLD, and this, of course, is the podcast where I take you on a journey through the entirety of the Queen catalog, song by song, throw out solo projects as well, as we try to figure out which version of every song is the best version or the titular Crown Jewel version of every song. Try to give you some notes, some quotes, some history, and we see if this song slides into my top 10 Queen-related songs of all time. This is going to be a quicker episode, folks. We had a quick one last week with Rocket Prime Jive. This one, only 2 versions to listen to. So let's get right into it. This is Don't Try Suicide from 1980's The Game. This is written by Freddie Mercury. It does feature Freddie on lead and backing vocals as well as piano. Brian May on acoustic and electric guitars as well as backing vocals. Features John Deacon on the bass guitar and Roger Taylor on drums and backing vocals. Not a lot to be said about this track. I know it's generally not a fan favorite. It's not as well liked as some of the others. I do feel like I like it more than others do, but then again, I'm much more of a positive person. So hey, I'll own that. I'll definitely own that. It does showcase Freddie's love of gospel as well as that 50s, 60s pastiche she was kind of heavily involved with at the time. But the song, unfortunately, was never ever performed live, so we don't even have any live versions to tackle. We do have one quote. It is from Roger Taylor. Don't Try Suicide says just that, and I quite like that one. It's funny. You should never read the lyrics without listening to the album at the same time, you know. It is in prose, and they're not poems. And I know probably which line Roger's talking about. I kind of mentioned it, or at least alluded to it in the cold open, but we'll get to it after we listen to the track. I only have 2 tracks, like I said. It's just the album version and a remix by Grandmaster Muggs. All right, let's listen. How are you going to listen? Well, you're going to go into the show notes. You'll find a link to a Google Doc, which has links on it to YouTube versions of all the versions we're going to listen to, all 2 of them this week. So when I tell you to at each time, we will have you pause me, listen to that version, you come back, and I will tell you all about it, or at least give you my reaction to it. Let's get to it, the album version first. See you shortly.
You need help. Look at yourself, you need help.
Welcome back. Okay, listen, I understand why some people really don't like this song. I really do it. The lyrics are definitely questionable. It's a very surprisingly playful song given the topic. But the music, I think, is really good, and that's what I got to go with. I do love the beginning, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Gives you that nice, slow rhythm to get into it. Get some filthy bass playing and plucking vibrato from John here, just that kind of boom, boom. It's not a very John Deacon-like bass riff usually, as it's more distorted than we really hear. But I do like hearing John do this sound every once in a while. I love Freddie's vocal range in this one. So you think it's easy, very low. And up to this time, right, the same verse goes from there to that so quickly. Nice slide up there. It's a very loose song, but it is rhythmic. It's kind of it almost sounds like a contradiction, right? But it's very rhythmic, but Freddie's very loose along the way. So it kind of feels nice that way. I do think, I love my favorite part, I think, is the middle section, the piano and gospel section. You need help. Boom, 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 boom. That percussion comes in and then gets into that nice little section there at the suicide part. The suicide. All the harmonies they have there. I love that bit. And I love the guitar solo. Very queenish. You get those nice little rhythmic piano fills from Freddie. I don't know what's not to like. Oh, it's the lyrics. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the lyrics a little rough on this one. That's, all you do is get on my tits. Okay, Freddie, that's all right. It's just kind of a weird lyrical song for the music. I mean, that doesn't really fit that way, unfortunately. But overall, if you just listen to the music, I love it. But unfortunately, the lyrics are there. I almost wish there was an instrumental version of this song. Unfortunately, we don't have that. All right, next up, we got to listen to the one other version. Kinda. Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. Grandmaster Muggs remix. Listen to it and come back for more.
Yeah. Don't try suicide, y'all. Don't try suicide.
Okay, you can thank Hollywood Records for that. Of course, has appeared on the Basic Queen Bootlegs promo CD that Hollywood Records did. Queen Vault assumes that Grandmaster Muggs is DJ Muggs, who is Cypress Hill's producer and DJ. I don't know if that's true, but that does sound like it fits, so potentially. This is actually reminds me a lot of the Chizkill's version of a remix of Another One Bites the Dust, in that it's not much of a remix. It's actually more of an original rap song with a little bit of samples of the song of Don't Try Suicide throughout. We have the beginning is just really slowed down. The beginning is the same as the original. But then it gets into the clip you just heard there, that, Don't Try Suicide. It's just kind of a weird song. And then it gets further along we get along, you can barely tell what the original song was. You do hear a couple of Freddie's yeahs in the background every once in a while. But yeah, this is just not going to do it. It's not going to do it at all. That's the only ones we got there. So of these two versions, one that the fans aren't a fan of too much of, and then the one that, well, I'm definitely not a fan of, and I don't think anybody that I know as a Queen fan is a fan of this version. But what can we do? Let's talk about it now. We're going to rank it, and we're going to rate it, and then we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 11, here on PLD Projects, we always take things up to 11. I'm going to give this song a solid 7, and I know that is going to be outrageous to some people. I'm sure some people really don't like this song. They could not see me giving it over a 5, potentially, maybe even a 4, but I do love the music. I love the gospel section. I love the musicality of it. Just the lyrics of the silliness bring it down, and yeah, what can I do? I can't argue much more for it, but I'm not going to give it too much of an off-putting grade just because of the lyrics. Overall, still pretty good for me. Yeah, there you go. Of course, it does not slide into my top 10 Queen songs of all time either, so there you go there as well. So, as far as the Crown Jewel goes, do I really have to say? I don't think I even have to say it. It's the album version. The album version by far is better than the Grandmaster Muggs remix. I mean, maybe that's a good rap song. I don't really know. I'm not a big rap fan, but compared to what we're trying to do, we're trying to find the best version of the Queen song. It's got to be the Queen version, right? So, Crown Jewel, Don't Try Suicide, album version, and that does it for this week. It's going to be a quick episode, like I said, folks, quicker episode. Next week, we got a great song for you, Brian May's Sail Away Sweet Sister, which is dedicated to the sister he never had. I do love this song a lot, and there's a couple versions we can listen to, so I hope you come back and listen to that. If you can, that like it, that subscribe to all that stuff, help me fight the almighty algorithm. I've asked many times before. I just need your help. If you want to help even further, patreon.com/PLD Projects. I could use your help there too, alongside Austin Goodell and Brandon Buckingham. Great crew there. But, I understand if you can't. I do. I really do understand if you can't. But if you could help me share this, like this, comment. Again, I need your help. All right, that'll do it for this time, folks. Hopefully, don't try suicide because I'm going to be gone for a week. You won't. I know. I have no faith. I have all the faith in the world in you. Stay tuned until next time. Sail Away, Sweet Sister, coming up next week here on Crown Jewels. Bye for now.